According to Ferguson and Potter, nuclear terrorism comes from four genres of extremists: apocalyptic groups, political religious groups, traditional nationalist separatist groups, or single-issue groups. Of these groups historically associated with each genre, there have been few examples of terrorists demonstrating both the intent and capability to engage in nuclear terrorism. However, a political religious group, Al-Qaeda, is believed to possess both the intent and capability necessary to procure and deploy a nuclear or radiological weapon. Al-Qaeda is an Islamic terrorist group that is waging a global conflict with those it perceives as oppressing the Muslim world. It views itself as a vanguard, seeking to incite a global uprising against the current world order in order to transform the relationship between the Muslim world and the rest of global society. Al-Qaeda presides as the principal actor in a loose coalition of Islamic extremist groups working to provoke and exploit incursions by the West, primarily the United States, and its regional allies into the Muslim world. Their strategy is to exhaust the United States' economic resources and political will, forcing it to reduce its commitment in the Islamic world and eventually withdrawing from the region altogether. Simultaneously, Al-Qaeda uses the United States' retaliatory actions in the regions to gain support from Muslims as their defender. Al-Qaeda is a small organization that exists on the fringe of Muslim society with limited ideological appeal to the greater Islamic world. It depends on a continued hostile American presence in the region so that it can subvert indigenous power structures to maintain its current prominence in Muslim communities. As with the events leading up to and after 9/11, they must continually provoke the United States into protracted engagements through acts of terrorism. Therefore, it is conceivable that Al-Qaeda would engage in an act of nuclear terrorism as a means to achieve its strategic goals. In the past, Al-Qaeda has publicly stated its desire to acquire a nuclear capability and its intentions to kill millions of Americans. The group has experimented with chemical, biological, and radiological weapons. However, Al-Qaeda's repeated efforts to acquire nuclear weapons, materials, and know-how suggest there may be technical barriers to a nuclear attack that terrorists have yet to overcome.